I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. A defiant Democratic Senator, Bob Menendez, at a press conference after his indictment, says he will not resign. According to 6Action News, Senator Bob Menendez, Democrat from New Jersey, signaled Monday that he will remain in his office despite pressure to resign after being indicted on corruption charges. Menendez was defiant as he delivered his first public remarks since the September 22nd indictment. He spoke in Union Station, New Jersey, where he started his political career 4 decades ago. He didn't take any questions from the press. Everything I've accomplished, I've worked for despite the namesayers and everyone who has underestimated me, he said. I recognize this will be the biggest fight yet, but as I have stated throughout this whole process, I firmly believe that when all the facts are presented, not only will I be exonerated, but I will still be the New Jersey senior senator. Menendez and his wife Nadine are accused of accepting hundreds of thousands of dollars in bribes in exchange for wielding his power to enrich three businessmen, Wael Hana, Jose Uribe, and Fred Diades, and benefit the Egyptian government. Those bribes, according to prosecutors, included gold bars, a luxury convertible car, home mortgage payments, and more. Menendez has denied wrongdoing, stating Monday, the allegations levied against me are just that, allegations. A cornerstone of the foundation of American democracy and our justice system is the principle that all people are presumed innocent until proven guilty. All people, I ask, for nothing more than deserving and deserve nothing less, the senator added. Menendez also defended his long-standing record of defending human rights in Egypt in response to allegations in the indictment that he gave sensitive U.S. government information that secretly aided the government of Egypt and improperly advised and pressured a U.S. agricultural official to protect an exclusive contract for Hana to be the exclusive purveyor of halal meat to Egypt, according to the indictment. He also seemed to address the shocking photos of piles of cash that were seen in the indictment. He explained it as an old-fashioned safety mechanism following persecution of his family in Cuba. For 30 years, I have withdrawn thousands of dollars in cash from my personal savings account, which I have kept for emergencies and because of the history of my family facing confiscation in Cuba, Menendez said. These are more monies drawn from my personal savings account based on the income I have lawfully derived over those 30 years. I look forward to addressing other issues at trial. Menendez has temporarily stepped down from his influential post as chair of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. Senator Majority Leader Chuck Schumer announced last week Senate Democratic caucus rules state that any member who is charged with a felony must step aside from any leadership position. But state leadership is calling for Menendez to leave Congress altogether. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy and most of his New Jersey Democratic House delegation have urged him to resign. Murphy called the allegations deeply disturbing and so serious that they compromise the ability of Senator Menendez to effectively represent the people of our state. Menendez, who has served in the Senate since 2006, is up for re-election next year. Menendez has not yet said whether he'll seek another term in 2024. He ignored a shouted question from a reporter about whether he would at the conclusion of his remarks. U.S. Representative Andy Kim, a fellow New Jersey Democrat, announced over the weekend will now run for his seat. After calls to resign, Senator Menendez said, I'm not going anywhere. As a result, I feel compelled to run against him, Kim wrote in a social media post. Not something I expected to do, but New Jersey deserves better. We cannot jeopardize the Senate or compromise our integrity. Though Menendez did not specifically name any politician in his remarks, he seemed to take a shot at those using the indictment to launch political campaigns. Remember, prosecutors are wrong sometimes. Sadly, I know that, Menendez said. Instead of waiting for all the facts to be presented, others have rushed to take the opportunity for themselves or those around them. This is the second time Menendez has been charged with corruption. A 2015 indictment ended in a mistrial in 2018 after a jury failed to reach a verdict on all counts and a judge acquitted him on some charges. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender, never quit.